everyone, and welcome to Pat the Mic. I'm here in the most amazing place in nature. Nature is awesome, and I'm here with two awesome, amazing people, Kenneth Craig and Ann
Mbake.
Mbake! Yeah, baby. Kenneth, say hello to the world.
Hey, how are you doing, world? How y'all doing out there? It's a beautiful day, a beautiful time to be alive, and a beautiful time to be inspired. I'm here with Ann.
Hi, I'm Ann, and I love living in paradise. We live in beautiful Ojai, California. We are surrounded by mountains and waterfalls, and we love you, and we are sharing that with you today.
Let's get it. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om. 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 Oh, yes. One in the silence and the stillness and the blessed peace.
Peace and love.
Peace and love. I love that, Kenneth. So tell me, what the heck are y'all doing out here in the wilderness like this, man?
Oh, man, we're just taking in nature. Getting away from all the electrical disturbances, the distractions, you know, and we're becoming one with ourselves again.
Ah, okay.
You know, getting back to the middle, back to the center, you know, so this has been a very liberating experience, being out here, giving us back our consciousness.
Okay.
And, you know, like I said, I've been very grateful for being out here.
Beautiful. I mean, I love nature, and I'm just kidding around. You cannot beat nature. It's the most amazing thing. And what brought you out here?
What brings me out here is the life, breath of life, and being able to share that breath of life and serving a mission and a purpose where all of us will raise our vibrations and all of us will be saying Om Shanti, Om Shanti, even in our sleep. That's the vibration of yes.
Oh, I love that, the vibration of yes, because yes is an energy that expands you, that explodes and bursts forward with so much joy. So I know that the two of you are working on a project. Tell me a little bit about that.
Okay. So Brother Kenneth and I, we are working to, again, raise the vibration of the planet, starting right here in Ojai, California. Brother Kenneth does a guided meditation, and I do energy healing called Reiki in some circles, and I do my chimes and tuning fork. And so that's what we're going to be using to raise the vibration, one audience, one person, large groups at a time from this place around the world.
That is awesome. You know, we can't spend enough time in settling our stillness and the oneness of our mind. And so, Kenneth, you will be leading meditations.
Yes.
What type of meditation?
This would be a chakra opening meditation, chakra healing.
Okay.
You know, so basically we will be going over the seven basic chakras, getting oneself back to his true self or her true self. And as far as the chakras are concerned, we will be opening up your vortexes again.
Uh-oh, the vortex. I love vortex. I love the word vortex. It's filled with energy. When you hear vortex, you just be like, woo, what?
Wonderful, yes.
So yes, we will definitely be getting people back to their correct state of consciousness. Their full, returning people back to their inner self and their full potential as far as humanity is concerned. So we're very grateful to be able to provide this service.
I love that. I love that you're reaching out and creating community with the world and those that can hear your call to come out. So will you have retreats?
That is our plan in the future. Right now, we're going to start with guided meditations and energy healing. And of course, we want to have retreats out here in beautiful nature. Ojai is one of those spots. We'll be all over the country and all over the world. And the goal with each retreat is to have you come out, whether you've ever been to a retreat or not. This is not just for the high-end clientele. This is for all of us.
Yes.
Every one of us can benefit from a meditation and a time that we have forgotten about in our souls. And that is with nature, and that is with the divine, and it is in every element that is out here with us. And so we invite you on this journey as we begin and we continue to come out and do a meditation with us or do a retreat with us, and you name the place, we'll come to you.
Oh, shucky ducky. I like that. Wait a minute. She said you name the place, we'll come to you. You name the place and the time. There will be links below on their information of how you can reach out and contact them and participate, be a part, start sharing your magnificence, because as a community, we all create together. Now, I'm sure you see that we are sweating like bejeepers right now. The sun is magnificent, but it's hot up in here, y'all. I'm going to take some pictures so that you can see the surrounding areas. We're literally sitting next to a waterfall. Now, waterfalls, I don't know for you, but they have a lot of energy.
Water itself is life.
What do you feel that water does for you?
Water is healing. It is the flow. It is a rhythm. So when we look, and we're right by a waterfall, but as we look at it, it's flowing fast.
Yeah.
But you look at it, it goes right over every rock, every stone. It doesn't stop for anything. And so as we raise our vibrations, we too can be in harmony with like the river or like the fall, where everything just flows with life.
Oh, I love that. Now, Kenneth, it's beautiful. It's beautiful to see men speaking from this space of clarity, of connection. See how consciousness is expanding, how we're doing things all around the world. And I have to say, my brother, it is awesome to see a man, and a man of color, standing in this space, speaking out, wanting to create community and to guide that inner awareness. The bugs are everywhere, y'all. I'm just saying. They love us too.
Yes.
So, Kenneth, how did you take your walk to get to this place?
Well, it started from a space of frustration and emotional distress. Your everyday burdens as far as paying bills, dealing with your neighbors that are, your bosses, all the inconveniences. And I always wondered, is there a time and space in which I didn't have to be stressed out? I didn't have to come from this particular disposition of uncomfort, so to speak. I almost felt like I was out of control. And this is what brought me to the chakra system.
Okay.
You know what I mean? To meditation, to the breath itself, and to all these different aspects of living is what I call it and what I dub it, actual living.
It's beautiful, the two of you together, that you're wanting to share, because a lot of times, I don't like to make it about color, but as we are growing as a country, to recognize that all of our different colors are what create the magnificence, the beauty, and the excellence of who we are. Mm-hmm. It's powerful to see two people of color coming together to create this harmony and community. So, and how was your path? How did you get there?
Oh my, I have come from being a student all over the country. I started off in a traditional Christian background as a child, and then as I went to college, started exploring. Jehovah's Witness, Baha'i, Islam. I've looked at all faiths, and I still believe, including Buddhism, they lead to the same path. Yeah. We are one. Yeah. And so for me, finding that path and just staying connected to it, it has evolved every day, every week, into a personal practice, and then another practice where I do my healing work, and then I want to just spread in the circle. I want a bigger and bigger circle of love in a community, because I know what it looks like. I know what it looks like when you can't find your way and you are seeking, and then you come back to the center. That's where I'm at.
You're at the center. I love that. Now, how did you two find your path together?
Oh, you know what?
Was one standing on the north and another was standing on the south? They said, "Hey!"
Good question.
Well, we met through a mutual friend, and it was like a certain level of attraction. Like, okay, we have a certain baseline understanding of life, and through that we began to interact based on that, and that grew. You know how.
Right.
You know how things flow.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So we didn't
Y'all was
interrupt
in the
flow.
flow. Y'all got into a flow.
Yes. And we continue to be in that flow. You know, we don't look to interrupt the flow. You know what I mean? We let things naturally flow, just like the water that you see back here.
Right.
You know,
Right.
because as you know, we are 60 to 70% water, so we have to let things flow.
Yes.
You know, so
Yes.
that's definitely what happens.
Now, you know, some people think when they hear flow, they think that means lazy. They think that means you are. So you mean you're not doing nothing, right? You sitting around going,
Well, you know, itself is to calm you. It brings you back to, again, we're talking about coming back to your center. And if you've ever seen a ball that's rotating like on an axis, and it
Like
goes
Earth,
around
Mother
in a
Earth.
circle, like the earth itself. And you look at even a marble, when you spin it around, it's a circle, but it always stays in balance.
Yes.
And so the purpose of the and the meditation is not to not do anything, but you don't do anything unless you find your center. And it's from that center, we have so much power that we can do all things, and it is divine, and we are guided, and we are balanced, and even in partnership and right relationships, it gets better from the center.
I so love that, because understanding that what I call is alignment, alignment, getting into alignment is the most important thing. And it does not mean that you are lazy or you don't do anything. It means you get into your source first. And then you are inspired with divine right action, which helps you get off the hamster wheel from trying to get it. Let me get it, let me get it, let me get it. And you end up running in circles, not going anywhere.
Right.
It's a beautiful thing when you can understand. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Abraham Hicks. I think
Yes,
you said
yeah.
yes. One of their mainstay phrases, nothing is more important than I feel good.
Facts.
And from that space, really recognizing that joy, how does joy sit with you? Joy is one of my words that helps shift me. What's one of your words that helps shift you?
Happiness. Joy is definitely, I mean, I couldn't even put one ahead of the other because I want them both. Like, I seek them both.
Yeah.
Like, every day, as soon as I wake up,
Yes.
my first statement is, I want to be happy, I want to be joyful,
Yes.
or vice versa. You know, so that's definitely one of the bases in which I look to live, is in joy and in happiness, true happiness.
That's powerful.
Brother Kenneth. For me, it's the I am. I am perfect. I am well. I am all that is good, and I am satisfied and perfect. Whole. I am.
You are. We are. I am. Now, Ann, I see you have some other tuning forks. Would you like to play a little something for us?
So what I actually have is my chimes today.
Okay.
And so my tuning forks are not with me today, but I will do a little chime. And what we do with the key chime is we set the tone. So when we start chanting, that tone sets the mode so that we know we are in tune. And again, this can happen in a room, this can happen in a small space where you can still hear that tune.
Yes.
And so all of us, no matter what we started off when we came into the room or into the space, this sets the tone and it awakens us all at the same time in the same place. And that is what this is for. And so when we do our tuning fork, which I don't have today, and I do the energy work, I am setting the tone while Kenneth is meditating for people to come into the center. and be able to focus. It's no difference when you hear a bunch of chimes that are flowing like this.
Yes.
It sets the tone. When the wind hits these chimes, they set a tone. And the goal is one, to keep you in rhythm with your flow, to keep all of us in rhythm right here in this circle. And in any other circle you go into, set the tone. And that is what my sound chimes do, and my chimes, and then my tuning forks. It is setting the tone for the space that we are sharing. And that tone is lovely. It is lovely.
I so appreciate and love that, because you're setting your tone for your life.
Thanks.
You know, and every day, if recognizing, if you do one thing before you leave the house, is to set the tone for your day, for your life. Then you don't run out into the world and just run into anything. You're not running out by default. You're taking the time to connect with source, to connect with what you call that which is within you, which is the breath of you. So I don't know about the two of you, but these rocks is awfully hard on the booty. So we are going to wrap this up. I can't thank Kenneth and Ann enough for spending this time with me and for bringing me to this amazing place. Below, the links below, you will find their information, how to contact them, partnering with them, joining them for meditation, for retreats, co-creating. This is an opportunity for community to come together, y'all, and do something spectacular. Shall we sing our song out?
Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om. 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 Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om.
I want to thank you so much for joining us on Pass the Mic. Remember, we are one. We hold a vision. We are creating our here and now. Just you and me. Just you and me. I'll see you next week on Pass the Mic.
Peace and love.